The street seller who built an empire. A true story of dreams, pain, and triumph. In the heart of a crowded city lived a young boy named Rafiq. He was just 12 years old when his father died in an accident. His mother, sick and weak, could barely feed him. To survive, Rafiq began selling peanuts on the roadside. Every morning, as the city woke up, he carried a small basket and shouted, "Peanuts! Fresh peanuts!" While others his age were in school, he watched them walk past, wearing clean uniforms, carrying books he could never afford. He would look at them and whisper to himself, "One day, I'll wear a suit too. One day, I'll build something of my own." But that one day didn't come easily. Rain destroyed his peanuts. People insulted him, calling him a beggar. There were days he had no money for food. Still, every morning he stood up again. He worked harder, saved every coin, and began learning by listening to people, how they talked, sold, and dreamed. He couldn't read, but his mind was sharp. He started buying old newspapers to study how businesses worked. After years of struggle, at 18, Rafiq saved enough to rent a small tea stall. He worked 16 hours a day, serving tea, listening to customers, learning about life. One day, a kind businessman named Mr. Hassan noticed Rafiq's honesty and dedication. He asked, "Boy, why do you work so hard?" Rafiq smiled and said, "Because I want to stop surviving and start living." Mr. Hassan saw something in Rafiq, something rare. He offered him a small job in his company. Rafiq worked harder than anyone else, arriving early, leaving late, learning everything, from accounting to marketing. Years passed. When Mr. Hassan retired, Rafiq, the once barefoot peanut seller, had become the managing director of the company. But Rafiq didn't stop there. He started his own business, Rafiq Foods Ltd., a snack company that began with peanuts, the same thing he once sold on the streets. Today, Rafiq is a millionaire. He employs hundreds of people, helps poor children study, and every year on his birthday, he visits the same corner where he once sold peanuts. He gives free food to street kids and tells them softly, "Never believe you're small. If you have a dream and the courage to fight for it, the world will bow to you." And as the sun sets behind the tall buildings he now owns, his words echo in the air. "I was once a street seller. Now I sell across the world." Moral of the story: success doesn't come from luck. It comes from struggle. Your beginning doesn't define your ending. If you work hard with honesty and vision, you can turn pain into power.